I have taken 3 examples to go into this DUP operator a little more deeper. Okay, so the first example is we have to declare some array which name is array of type db. db means defined byte, which is basically type, or you can say a directive, okay, with size 5 and initialize it with 0. So we have to convert this statement into the DUP syntax, which is right here. This is my name of the array, then we write the type, that is db, then size, that is 5, then DUP operator, and in parentheses we write its elements. We have discussed this syntax already in the previous lectures. Now after converting the statement into this syntax, we have to see the array size, okay, because of course we can see that here we have given the size 5, but it's not the size of the actual array. Why? Because when we multiply this 5 with 1, we get some different values, right? Like we have discussed in the last lecture, according to that we get the array size as 5. But how we actually get that size, I'm going to tell you that thing with the help of formula. You can see here, since db means defined word takes only 1 byte to store the data, we can define the array size as follows. Byte means it takes only 1 byte. If it was d word, or you can say dw, then we know that word takes 2 bytes to store data. In that case, thing would be little bit different, but in db it takes only 1 byte, right? So the formula is given size, that is 5, multiplied by number of elements. We have only a single element. We don't have to write that element as it is, not the element but the number of elements, that is 1, and bytes in the data type. We know we have db, which means it takes only 1 byte to store data. So you can see here my given size is 5, number of elements 1, and bytes in db only 1. So we get the size 5 bytes, which is of course same as this one, but not always we are going to get the same results, okay. Like for this we can see the example 2, which is related to the dw, that is defined word type or directive. Declare an array named array of type dw with size 2 and initialize it with 0. Here you can see the syntax. Array dw size is 2, dup elements is 0. We have to initialize the array into the parenthesis like this. And now since dw takes 2 bytes to store data, okay, whatever is the type given over here, according to that we have to check its array size. If it was you can say some other, like we have also q word, we have d word, like over here we have these all different data types. According to that our this array size formula will change a little bit. Just that here we get sometimes we get 1, sometimes we get 2, sometimes we get 4, okay. Just this we have to take care of. So here we can see that our given size is what we are given the size 2. Number of elements, we again have only a single element, that is 0, so 1, and bytes. The bytes in dw are 2. You can say that and the word is basically 16-bit integer, so in that we have 2 bytes, okay. So here we have written 2, it gives us the size 4 bytes, okay. And next we have some different example, which is a complex use of the DUP operator. So here you can see how we can read this statement, or how in basically this array is going to be stored in the memory. We are going to discuss it over here. You can see we have the array of db, which means defined byte, which takes only 1 byte to store data. Then we have these 3 integers, then dup, then again parentheses, and then again 2 integers, and this is, you can see, quite complex as compared to the examples we have seen earlier. So we have to know how these sort of instructions are executed. You can see that whatever is written right with this dup, you can say mnemonic or operator, it just tells us that whatever is inside the parenthesis, it will be executed 3 times or this many number of times, whatever number is written over here, it tells that this whole statement will be executed that many times. Okay, and before this integer, whatever is written to the left of this integer, it will be stored in the memory as it is as numbers. Okay, if you have got this concept, then you can understand from here as well that whatever is written right with DUP, it tells that whatever is in its brackets will be executed that many number of times, that is 3 times this 0 is going to be written, and this 4 is going to be written as it is, just like these two. This is again going to be written as it is, and just like this 3 tells that this parenthesis is going to be executed 3 times, this 3 also tells that this parenthesis is going to be executed 3 times, and this comma 2, this 2 just tells that we have to write this 2 as it is. Okay, and whatever I have explained to you is written over here as well. You can read from here that 97 is going to be as it is in the memory. 3 indicates that parentheses are to be repeated 3 times, and this you can say this 4 indicates 4 will be written as it is, and 3 indicates that this 0 is to be written 3 times. This 2 again is going to be written as it is. Like here you can see I am writing this 9 and 7 as it is. This is written in the memory as it is. Then this 3 is not going to be written anywhere, it just tells the number of times. Okay, and here we can see we have to execute this 3 times. So in the first attempt we can see we have 4 over here. It means I have to write this 4 as it is, like here, and then this 3 again indicates 3 times 0, so I have written 3 times 0 over here. This 2 again is going to be stored as it is over here. So this whole is executed 1 time, but we know we have to execute it 2 times more. So again I have to write 4 as it is, then 3 zeros, then 2 times attempted. Now again we have to execute it 3rd time, which means 4 as it is, 000 and 2. This is how it is going to be stored in the memory, and this is basically an efficient use of writing instead of declaring an array or initializing it with this long integer. This is an efficient way of storing data in the element. So I hope you got it, and that's it for today. Thank you.